My name is Razak. I'm the CEO and founder of United Minority Business Ventures. My company assists in the creation and maintenance of other people's businesses by forming opportunities to communicate and collaborate using networking tools, social media marketing, marketing profile, marketing strategies, your financial profile, branding your product, your merchandising, and just managing your website, from the posts to the creating subscriptions and comments and likes through generating dialogue and conversation. And I'm just glad to be here and being a part of the movement that's going on right now.
You say, Razak.
That's showing that we have somebody who has truly started from the ground. Because I like to say that we're on ground level right now. We're starting off. We're trying to get the ins and out of learning the business, and those who have had businesses and they might have failed. What entailed the failing of that business, and how did you regain your focus to get back in business? So you're like prime suspect to say, hey, you failed so far that you became homeless and you was really struggling. It wasn't like earlier you was talking about the like is it like a financial discrimination, or what is it going on inside the community? So when people was seeing you and they were saying like, hey, this guy is homeless, like the people who knew you before you were homeless, I mean, did they ever reach out, or did they say like, hey, you took that fall and you're never going to get up again? Where we lost our confidence in you. We lost our ability to believe that you were going to
Mhm.
actually become something again. What I mean? Or this is just a short little, you know well, a year or something is a little bit longer than the short, but at the same time, with a lifespan of opportunities and failures, and learning from those failures, and getting back on the horse, and riding back out. I see that we have a prime candidate for the discussions that we like to have about building a business, and where does the motivation and the ideology and the mind state come from when you're making your business or pursuing the career that you want to be in.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all mindset. You know, it's definitely all mindset. It's all what you put in here, right? The books you
Mhm.
read, the things that you see. Um, yeah, there was some of that. There was some people that just disappeared. There was a few people, a handful of people that hey, look, stay on top. Stayed in touch. Kept me
Mhm.
focused on what I was doing. To get out of that. Um,
Right.
but the old saying, look, the same wind blows on us all. It just does.
Right.
Life,
That's right. Right.
life be life in, as we
Right.
say, right? So
Mhm.
nobody cares. What I mean? And it's fine. At the end of the day, it's about what you find inside yourself
Right.
to motivate yourself. Don't look
Mhm.
for anybody else to motivate you. Motivate yourself. Find a way to
Mhm.
keep going, keep getting up every single day, no matter what. There's no alternative for me. You just got to keep going. So I went through that. Yeah, definitely.
What do you?
Well, right now, um, in my company, I'm on ground level, and I'm going through my uh, researching and doing what I need to do to get my business off the ground, and able to be in the position to help somebody else who's getting their business off the ground. I've been having like a social media campaign, and I have a couple of the different things like going through like the social media marketing, what I mean, and going through like my financial profile and a marketing profile, and doing all these different things to make sure I don't have any, unnecessary like hiccups. So like, since you guys are, I mean, you guys are already pretty much off the ground, I mean, you guys are, you guys are up and running, it sounds like. So it's like, how did you get into the business mind state? Like, at what point in time did you say like, I'm not going to be working for anybody else? What I mean, I'm gonna work for myself. I'm gonna put these ideas. The you know Junior right here was saying like, what I mean, he was getting this from what I mean, he wants to do different things. At what point in time do both of you, or one at a time, what I mean, decide like, hey, I'm not gonna be like everybody else. I'm not going to follow down this path. I'm going to go work for this guy and work till I'm 50, 60 years old and just get a, you know what I mean? I'm going to start my own stuff. Like at what point in time did you start to have this what is it, revelation in a sense, you know what I mean? That like,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm meant for more, you know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
blessed with these abilities and now it's time for me to act on them.
Okay, so because and I say it that way because it starts with the father. It starts with, you know, like this is our job to lead. And you know, I have this thing called a hashtag good daddy gang. It ain't hashtag perfect daddy gang, it's hashtag good daddy gang, right? So we all kind of make our mistakes and whatnot. But to get to this point is I went to counseling because mental health in our community is a big thing. You know, it's a big thing that's not talked about, right? We have traumatic experiences that we went through in our lives. You know, some of us, you know, we lost our mother. Some of us lost our father. Some of us lost our, you know, we lost people. We've been locked up. We've had so many things that we went through that it's taken up so much creative space in our head. So what I did is like one thing that I went through personally. I'll give you guys this right here is I'm 30, I'm 38 now. Am I 38? I'm 38. Damn, I'm 38, man.
Yeah. All you
older.
gotta do is look at them gray hairs, man. They'll tell you.
I don't got no
You
gray.
ain't
I got
20
that
no
black
more. I
skin.
know
I'm
that.
like, man, I'm 30, huh? But like,
Yeah.
so like when I was 24, my wife was 25. She was in the military, and she passed away. She committed suicide, and I had no idea, you know, how to deal with that, where it came from, where so I held that with me for a long time. And just like how we do in our culture, we just kind of keep it in, man. You good, you get through that. You just, you know, push it aside, keep on moving, especially as men. We you know, we're not really taught to talk about a lot of things that we're going through. But one thing I've always told myself, because this happened before my son was born, right? So one thing I always tell myself is when it starts affecting him, that's when I'm going to go get some counselor. And so I found the right one. So it wasn't until I went to counseling so I can like let go of all of that stuff, write these things down, like get it off so I can clear my head for more things. That's when I was able to start thinking about not thinking about, because you know, me and my son, we've always talked about, you know, starting a business, inventing things, but we talked about it and we never followed through with it. It was just talk. And how, man, we're all tired of talking to people about just talking. You know, we want to
Right. Yes, that's right.
right. That's why
Talking and just talking about it, right?
talking that
So
that's
it's
why,
time to take action.
yeah, that's why when my boy Philly, you know, linked me up with Uncle Keith, I'm like, Uncle Keith he's doing things. He's already done things. He's already I'm learning from him. Like these are the folks they always say, line yourself up with people that you want to be like, you know, things where you want to go, you know, don't take no advice from somebody that's just still sitting on the couch. So
Like, let me just because this is what you're saying is what I'm thinking of is when we had the, you know, like the riots a couple of years back, you know what I mean, and some places a couple of months back, you know, where the Black Lives movement, you know, the Black Lives Matters movement, and you had, you know, people riding down the streets, and the majority of culture based, you know, the injustice that was done to, you know, these other young black men being killed and all this type of things, you know, I don't want to really touch too much on that, get off subject, but the thing of it
Yeah. We
is
talked to yeah.
that we had the right to put black owned business on some of their property. So that's kind of like,
Right.
what the message that they're sending is like, okay, you can tear up this whole place, but not my black owned business, because it's like a, you know, but it's like a message that they're sending though. You know, I want to to be a part of the movement and the Black Lives Matters and the Black businesses matter. You know what I mean? But as we were saying this, I was thinking like, I can see how people can, uh, um, miss the mark that we're getting to, and taking it to over here, because you have those times when people were they were doing that. It's like, okay, this is a Black owned business, so we're going to pass this up. But this, this white owned business, or even a Korean or a Hispanic or
Right. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
owned
Yeah. Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
if they didn't put it up there, or if they didn't make it known that, hey, I'm a minority, then they was tearing through their stuff. And we don't even really know that, even if it was a Black owned business, depending on what type of business you had, you might have had a, a clothing business, or you might have had a jewelry business that still got broken into, even though it was a Black business. But but for the TV cameras and media, you put the Black Lives Matter right here. So this was like hands off, tear up everything else, So I'm still kind of like, into that, sense of Black owned business. And there's a pride that we take by saying, I'm in the Black business owner, what I mean? And I feel that we do go through different things, that we are discriminated against in a sense,
Right.
and
Right.
the unity that it presents in the community is that, hey, I'm trying to rise above the stereotypes that they give us, and beat the
Right.
statistics
Right.
of
Right.
Black men all going to jail. We're all drug addicts, what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
and it may be the case for a couple of people that labels everybody else. So that's basically saying that it only takes one in the group to say the whole group is criminals. Basically, if you
Right.
got a
Right.
homie
Right.
that's been in and out of jail, and he's trying to change his life, or he's trying to come over there and chill with y'all, we're automatically guilty by association. That's where they get that from. You're guilty by association. They just automatically determine that we're all bad. And in my business, what I mean, that's I'm trying to create more like I guess a different labeling for us. You know what I mean? Like we can be, upstanding citizens. Maybe we can be hard workers and stuff like that. And I'm just like you say, proud to have my own business. Proud to know I worked for this. I went through the training. I'm going through all the little uh, pamphlets and books and everything else that has something to do with business,
Yeah.
social media marketing. I'm doing this right here. Campaigning on social. Getting a financial profile, doing all these different things, to say that I have earned, my Black business, just like
Right. Right.
Rent
Right.
Money Clothing, when we get on him, I'm for sure he's in a like mind of earning your business, so
Sure.
people can't really when there's people that are trying to look down or talk negative, about the pursuit of a business and the obstacles that we go through to get there. What I mean? I still kind of like sit back and like, okay, you can have all that, what I mean? But just know, that I am still working for this, and another, Black man, another minority, a person in the community that I'm from shouldn't be looking down on me. They should be, applauding us, and trying their best to say, hey, brother, what I mean? Uh, 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 how can I help? Matter of fact, hire me,
Well,
I
that's
can work
not.
there.
That's
It's like just everybody's taking everybody's stuff, but we don't have our own. Like, you know what I mean? We don't have our own. It's almost like, when we went through the slavery and all that stuff, they took away all our culture and all our history, you know what I mean? And tried to rewrite it for us. Now we're trying to rewrite it back, saying, no, we can, and we will, you know what I mean? Be business owners and positive individuals that will make progress in this world, you know what I mean? And bring everything
right.
together.
Right.
Right.